The Quick Round with QuickBooks Challenge, where small businesses are resolving their challenges together. So many small businesses think that they are facing their challenges alone, but many people we've been speaking to are very surprised to find out there are other people like them with answers to the same challenges. Let's find out what happens in today's business.
I'm Christian Pudikabekwa, and what we are doing, the company that we are registered is Sky Communications, which was founded in 2015. And the product that we are producing now is we are doing the traditional dresses and we are printing the t-shirts logos. And where people they can contact us is they can just find us on Facebook, where is Suwin Fashion.
My name is Phillip Langa. I'm a founder of Zanga Property Maintenance. We specialize in plumbing, electrical, ceilings, and many more. Our website page is www.zangaproperty.co.za.
In this episode of the Quick Round with QuickBooks Challenge, we have two business owners with us. We're going to be talking about the challenge of getting paid by your clients, but not just getting paid quicker, which is always good business practice. So, Philip, Christian, welcome. Have you had a problem getting paid by clients? I guess the answer is going to be yes, but perhaps you've been lucky?
Yes.
You have? Yeah. Christian? Never had that problem?
For problem, I can have it, but it's been challenging for me. Yes, because every time, some they can just pay, and some they don't just pay. Just because of someone, if she ordered something like a traditional dress, is where she ordered, and she can come back again and say, no, I need to change the design again, and she's going to change the design where everything, the fabric is going to cost us more money just because of that. And you can't just think again of that, I need to charge you more of money, you understand? And it means the finance is going to be low. We have used our fabric with high cost, and it means there's no profit on that.
Do you have a similar problem and challenge, Philip? I mean, if you're in building, there must be instances where people change their minds and you don't have the extra material. How have you dealt with that?
Basically, remember when you call me to say, I need to build a house, I sign an agreement with you. And if you buy the material, I charge you a labor. So if you change your mind and say, okay, I need to build maybe 2 more rooms.
They still need to go buy the material?
Yes. And you're going to have to buy the material. I'm not buying material for you. You're going to buy the material and I'm going to charge you a labor.
Could that be something that you might consider, Christian, is getting your clients, particularly let's say on the traditional dress side of things, to actually go and buy the fabric?
For that, I don't think it's a good idea, just because of if we're going to use the fabric, and where if she bought the fabric on herself, so it means she's going to tell us if we charge the price that we want to charge, she's going to say, no, the amount is too much just because of I bought the fabric, I came along with the fabric, and that is going to be a problem with us. Just because of, we are just dealing, you can come to us and say, I need this dress, and is where we can do it and charge you the price where.
Is there a way to get a client perhaps to sign off on a design so that they understand that if they make changes, there would be an additional cost?
For now, we were not having that, just because yesterday I came along from Bloban to here, and I found a new mentor who can just mentor me to find how to run this business regularly, just because he's doing the same thing that I'm doing.
Philip, you employ 35 people, and we were just chatting earlier and you spoke about how there are just some clients who don't pay. So it's not even a case of getting paid early, but can you offer people a discount in the hope that perhaps then they will pay?
Yes.
What they've committed to do? Has that perhaps worked for you?
Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't work.
If we can do that, is where the customer is like, we are taking the customers, here is your home. You can discount, here is a discount, where in the future, if you need another dress or you need something that we can print for you, we can do it for you. And just because we are regular customers, we can give you a certain percent of the 15% of where you do this and this. And
Do either of you charge interest to clients who are late with payments?
No, we don't do that.
Would that not possibly be something to add terms and conditions, 1 or 2 lines on the invoice that says if not paid within 30 days, a 2% interest charge penalty might apply?
That can be a good idea, though, because I haven't thought about it for now, because
There are a lot of companies that do that, and generally the standard is 2%.
just because of we are the new company and we haven't explored lots of things about where people they do the agreements. Just because of we don't have people where they can guide us in the future to do that. Just because now I found someone, that one can be possible. Just because she said to me, just sit down and prepare the business, the terms and regulation of the business, where people they can sign everything and make sure you're on point with everything with the business.
I think you might find that if you start charging 2% on overdue payments, that there are some people who will be encouraged to actually pay on time and certainly pay a little earlier. What about payment terms? Are they cash businesses? Are they EFT businesses? Are you open to being paid in different ways?
Yeah, you can pay in different ways in our company. We can give you the account number, you can pay it, and if you have the cash, you can come along to the place where we are doing everything. You can come and pay the money, and we will write everything down. We give you the receipt and everything.
What about you, Philip? Do you work just with cash, or do you accept payment in any way?
You can deposit the money by yourself to the bank account, or you do it EFT.
What about insurance? Do you have insurance for people who don't pay their bills, maybe? Have you thought about taking out some kind of insurance for people who won't be paying their bills?
We have looked through a certain insurance that we are going through, and we were ready to sign it. And yesterday, just because I came yesterday, we have signed it and we have joined the insurance. Just because of someone said, you must go and find this insurance. It's situated in Pretoria. Go and find it and join everything where they can cover you and they cover the company.
Yes, we do have
You do
public
that as well?
liability. Yes,
You
ma'am.
do have
Yes,
that.
yes.
Okay. What about offering retainers to clients? So you spoke about having someone who's a good client, and you always will perhaps bend the rules a little bit on your terms and conditions in that kind of situation. In your situation, Philip, where it's building and it's materials, is there a way to have some clients who perhaps you could offer better fees to almost as a retainer, so you know there's a minimum amount coming in from them every month? Your margins on that work might not be as big, but it's a way of trying to secure the payment.
Yeah, I mean, what we do is, if the client says, I don't have cash now, but I want to build my house, I have money to buy material, we ask you, how will you be paying us? And then they said, maybe I would pay a month. We build the house for you. You do payment every month. If it's 2,000 rand, you're going to deposit 2,000 rand every month until you finish the money.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that a basis on which you would be able to work, Christian?
Yes.
You would be able to?
Yeah.
You spoke about doing logos on T-shirts and then the traditional dresses. Why specifically those 2 things?
On those 2 things, just because of where we are dealing, the machine that we are using we are just printing those things. It doesn't allow to do it. In future, maybe we can think about printing in other things for other people.
So the logos on T-shirts, I'm assuming, is for companies. It's corporate work.
Yes. We are just designing the company, which is like a signature for the company for the future.
So they would surely respond well to some kind of discount upfront for paying within a certain time frame.
Yes.
And they'd probably also respond well to some kind of penalty if they don't pay on time.
Yeah.
Corporates are used to that kind of those kinds of terms and conditions.
Yeah, they have to use about that one.
Any other ideas for how you can get clients to pay on time?
For me, any other ideas, just like the way you've said, that I must find on certain agreements with them, that thing is a good idea, just because on the first time we were not doing the agreement, just because of we were afraid.
Working on trust.
Yeah, you are afraid. No, this customer is going to run away, just because of we need more customers into our business. We were not abiding according to the rules.
Do you invoice your clients immediately after finishing the job, or do you wait till the end of the month, or sometimes even into the next month? They say it's a good idea to invoice clients immediately when you finish the job, because their mind then associates the job with the payment. The more time that passes, the easier it is for them to forget about the fact that you actually delivered.
Yes, we do, ma'am. We invoice it immediately.
And do you use software to do the invoicing, or do you do the invoicing by hand?
We are doing by hand.
Okay.
Yes, we are not doing by.
And how many people do you employ, Christian?
We have 6 people. Yes, we have 6 people now. Yes.
So there's a certain minimum amount of money that's got to come in every month, because you've got to cover that overhead, right?
Yes.
When you do have to chase a client for their money, do you do it in writing? Do you do it by phone? Which have you found to be the most effective?
No, we are doing by phone.
You do it by phone. Philip?
Yes, ma'am, we're doing by phone.
By phone.
Yes, and if he doesn't respond or he doesn't respond, we hand off to our lawyers.
You hand off to the lawyers?
Yes.
Okay, so Philip's in a situation where he's already teamed up and kitted out with lawyers. Hopefully that's not something you'll ever have to get to.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you are chasing payments on the phone and not in writing?
On the chasing, not on writing, because we are talking about the distance with people. Someone can be in far away, more than a few kilometers, and it means I can't just travel. It means I'm going to use money to go there and come back and go there, just because of airtime. It's very, I can just take up the phone and call and say this and this and this. We didn't pay, or what, you didn't do anything. Okay,
well, gentlemen, thank you very, very much for your time. You've shared some ideas about how you run your payment system. Nothing we can do about clients that don't pay, but there is something you can do. Start charging penalties for late payment and non-payment before you hand over to the lawyers. And that ends this episode of the Quick Round with QuickBooks Challenge. We've been chatting about some challenges that small businesses very often face, often feeling taken advantage of, not getting paid on time, sometimes not getting paid at all.